What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with Emberfell, Whispers from the Stars, our D&D 5th edition campaign. I, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick. We have the full cast and crew, and we are finally back and ready to... Well, we'll see how this goes. Let's do some brief introductions to reintroduce our party to each other. Let's start off with Jumbo Smooth.
Hello, everyone. I am Jimbo Smooth. I play Rogar, son of Amu. He's a barbarian. He's a chromatic dragonborn. He's white. He's got powerful breasts and such. You know, he's not doing so hot. He took a lot of damage in the last fight. He's down a lot. He's down a lot of health. He's hoping we can make it out of the Shadowfell.
Well, speaking of the Shadowfell, let's slide on down to Kayla.
Hello, I play Velree. I am pure barbarian. We just killed my husband. It was, I had a lot of mixed feelings about it as a player versus a character. It's fine. And now, I've been offered to be a champion. I got a lot of things to consider here. But I think choices have been made for me already, so that's cool.
We'll see. Let's slide on over to Andrea.
Hi, playing Zune, Drow Bard, egotistical narcissist, but looking out for this girl Velree, so, there we go.
Let's come on down to Dan Decker.
Hey, on this week's episode of The Price is Right. No, hi everyone. Dan Decker here, playing Rezire. Huh? Yes, it's good to be back. Huh? I do remember. I believe there's a little less skin on our teeth, huh, from the last time that we played. Yeah, of course. All right. It's good to be back, everyone.
And last but not least, the Doob, 209.
Yes, play Tristan Farrell, Time Wizard, who is also pretty beat up. And I still got some spell slots, though. That's all you need. That's all you need.
And that's that. So, let's bring us up to speed. Last we left off, the crew has found themselves within the Palace of Sin, the central point of power for the Lord Sin within the Shadowfell, which is mostly his domain. You manage to infiltrate said hideout through a series of interesting events, and manage to bypass several of the more extravagant rooms within this humble abode. One of them being a gallery of bizarre portraits, the other being a music hall where rock happened, amongst many other things. Followed by a meeting of sorts with the Lord Sin himself and his retinue. The master of the palace seemed somewhat put off by the current events, with the Thin Man and his army of undead, corrupted creatures assaulting his palace, ruining his plans for the five of you, mostly the return of his favorite bride, Velree. You decided that you had had enough with Lord Sin and his cohorts, as he did offer to take Velree in, but at the cost of the rest of your lives. You quite easily fought him off, killing him in the process, scattering most of his minions, with the exception of his heavily armored, kind of like green-flamed Death Knight, who fled the scene at his master's demise, amongst many others. Before everything could completely settle, however, there was a clapping as it was revealed that there was a almost sensuous but repulsive figure sitting atop a palanquin made of bone, carried by what appears to be 6 fairly uniform, beautiful, chiseled, what you know to be zombie-like creatures, as the Sculptor, a goddess of death and art, made her appearance as one of her creations as no longer with us. And in so doing, the Sculptor, after seeing all of you witnessing the fight that happened, and offered one might call it a bargain to Velree. She revealed both Zyme and Velree's 2 other former handmaidens, and she also revealed Nyarla, and said with the show that you'd put on, the depth of your conviction, that you had earned the right to take one with you. However, should you become her champion, should Velree become her champion, her new champion, you could take them both. And before anything else could be said on the matter, before any more discussion could be had, Zune decided to produce the Lover's Lute, an item quite significant to the Sculptor amongst some other, undead or undead adjacent gods and goddesses, and decided to awaken the creature within, which turns out that Tyndalos is not quite what he seemed to be. After procuring the strings from the previous concert hall, the lute was quite different, and the creature that emerged was large as like a horse, still ethereal, panther-like, with many swishing, almost mirage-like tails, many eyes across its head, and it spoke somewhat to the now what appears to be somewhat frightened goddess. And that's where we're going to pick up. So, Zune has produced this creature, and the goddess herself, the Sculptor, told you to get rid of it. That's pretty much where we left off. So, what are our plans? Because this is going to determine what's about to unfold.
Well, first off, can I roll a history check to see if I understand what the hell is happening?
I don't think there's a point.
There's no point? Okay.
No.
Well, I'm not sure how I could put him away. I really don't want to.
Yeah, I thought you had
decided.
I thought you decided. I remember. I thought we decided we were just like gonna let it happen.
Gonna let it happen.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the vibe.
So are we just letting this happen?
I'm gonna let it happen.
I remember just like
Oh.
I thought it was just like there you go. Yeah, I thought it just kind of like Zune strummed it and it came out.
It did.
And it was kind of like flexing,
It was.
in front of the
it's down
the
here.
goddess.
So essentially, to put in perspective the room that you guys are in, you guys are still in the grand hall. You're on the equivalent of like the bottom floor. There's 2 floors. A very large room. Very long central staircase where the Zistra, the sculptors at the top of the staircase. The former Tindalos, now known as the Thing with Many Tails, is before you, kind of like somewhat on the staircase, kind of getting used to its form. Nothing has happened yet. If you guys are not attempting to, if Zune is not attempting to put the genie back in the bottle, we are going to enter into initiative. So,
Robert, if there's a intermittent downtime, Robert's gonna be knocking back a swig of alcohol, maybe.
You see, Rogar sees this happen and immediately just goes, no. Why not, Rogar?
He knows how those things usually pan out, you know?
So I need a decision on if this is happening or not.
I like the pressure of this being on Zune and Velree, you know?
It is specifically on Zune?
You two do your thing.
No. She was nasty. She was authoritative. And Zune takes personal issue with that.
Okay.
So,
yes,
no.
Fair enough.
If I don't think
nicer.
The cat is like... If I think the cat might aid us in this fight, I'll let it happen. Where am I not? Oh, where?
It's hard to tell.
Her fear emboldens me. It might end up poorly for me, but...
I'm just kind of waiting, so I'll be hesitant. I'm gonna see how, and then we'll see.
We're gonna go ahead and do this.
All right.
So,
what do I have to roll?
Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Shit. Yeah.
We're doing this.
And I'll own this if it goes very poorly.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's just. Yeah. Of course, Zune. You own this.
Yeah. I'll own this one. None of the other things that happened before now were my fault, but this one thing.
Absolutely nothing could be.
I would love it at the beginning of this. Zune says something like, "This is on me," but then at the end of it, totally, backtracks.
Yeah, totally skips out on it.
I should have tried harder.
Nah, Zune wouldn't do that.
No. Why won't it let me roll initiative? Hang on, sorry.
Yeah, I need Triss to roll initiative as well.
Oh, sorry. I rolled ahead of time, so I figured this was gonna happen.
No.
It was Oh, can you not see it? It's a 17. I don't see anybody's rolls.
I got you.
Okay.
Not letting it's acting like. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to roll a d20 and add 7.
Sweet.
All right. So what in the hell is going on?
You can put that in manually, right?
Yeah, I can manually put it in.
My characters. All right, here we go.
It's like
Oh, it logged me out. That's the issue. Okay, that makes sense.
That would be why.
D&D Beyond misbehaving.
It is not D&D Beyond. It is me. There. Oh my god. Okay,
there,
15 plus 7.
Ooh,
15
22.
plus 7.
22, man.
Oh yeah, 22.
Nice. I think that's first.
That's gonna aid me.
We'll see. That we will see.
The three of us all get a 17. Isn't that what you said you got, Trist?
Yeah. The three of you have 17. All right, I've got initiative in. Okay.
That's my 17?
Yeah, you got it. That's what you told me. You told me 17. Initiative's in. So, as soon as the thing with many tails is let out of its pseudo prison, the loot itself, you feel a connection with the artifact in your hands, Zune. You could tell that this creature is still bound to the loot in some way, shape, or form, though if you have any control over it, you're not sure. However, right now, immediately, the very pale woman upon her palanquin throne, looks down in disgust. If you'll remember, she is very scantily clad. She has two different colored eyes that are both kind of like glowing. She's wearing like silks, and she also has a glass of some kind of possible blood. I'm not exactly sure what's in it. Dark liquid. And she looks somewhat horrified. She's still sitting in her palanquin, though, kind of like lounging in it. But she immediately kind of like takes her hand and like places it up and then twists. And at the top of the round, for a lair action, because you are in her realm, I need, let me roll a d6. Velree, you're the lucky one. I need Velree to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. That's so great. It's not good.
Okay. It would have to be incredibly high anyway. That's going to be a fail, Velree.
Mm-hmm.
As she twists her hand, a frame, very large, made out of what looks like conjoined femur bones, springs up behind you, Velree. As it laces itself together, you are sucked into the frame that quickly forms into a painting. An intricate painting, with Velree wide open screaming into a empty void of nothingness. As the portrait hangs there. And we'll see what happens to Velree when her turn comes along.
This
but
is
for
on
all
you,
intents
Zoom.
and purposes, Velree is not with us for now.
Yeah.
First
You're
in
not here for me to
initiative.
admit that too.
First in initiative is going to be the Sculptor. She, unsurprisingly, the goddess rolled quite high for her initiative. She gets advantage. All right, for the Sculptor's first action, she is going to let's see here. There's a lot of things she can do, but I think her first, she is going to place both hands together and utilizing a very high level spell. She brings her hands together, and the remnants of the corpses of all the things that you have killed within this room, the dust, the ashes of bones, the actual bodies themselves, pool together and begin to conjoin and move and distend. All of the raw material turns black, blacker than like night, and begins to ooze out almost shadow-like as a gargantuan creature moves into place, quite literally 20 feet tall. Its head almost touching the ceiling, strange horns coming from it. It looks to be completely made of some kind of like shadowy substance. All you can see are multiple like these red glowing orbs for eyes, kind of in the recessed like face like area. It kind of resembles, like, have you guys ever seen Fantasia? The kind of like black demon things that come out of like nothing is what it kind of looks like, and it is impossibly tall and a little creepy looking. As the creature is brought into the walker is brought into place, she takes a defensive, or not defensive, what's the word? A very hesitant stance on her palanquin as her guard kind of move into place, trying to shield her from harm. That's going to be the end of her turn. Which will bring me to... Oh, I forgot to mention. As that happens, you will notice... Well, you might not. You probably won't notice. Zune, what is your passive perception? Probably not that high.
Passive is 13.
13. Okay.
No, 17. I'm sorry. I was looking at investigation. 17 for perception.
I need to roll for these. You know, I don't need to roll for nothing, but, you know, just pretend you don't hear me talking about this. I need to see if you see this. Okay, you see that one. Yeah, because they don't get that. You don't see that one. And... All right, your perception was a 17? Is that what I heard? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You do notice two creatures, Zune, that kind of somewhat appear where Velree's handmaids and Nyarla were, that they are no longer where they were. In a snap of a fingers, they're gone, and something else is in their place. And it is now your turn, Zune.
Yeah, I fucked this one up. But, okay. So, I'll apologize to Velree later and hope she doesn't kill me. Alright. So, I have the cat. I have the loot. I don't know if I control the cat. But we kind of have a psychic bond, right? Or has it always been verbal? Like talking?
So far, Tindalos has not really ever listened to you, so...
That's true. Well, I would...
You're not sure?
Just gonna be like...
You can attempt something, if you'd like.
Did he have to roll for initiative as well, or is he a part of me?
Tindalos is an initiative, yes.
He's his own thing.
It's his own thing.
Well then. All right. Well, here we go. So, and Velree is right next to me, stuck in a painting.
There is a 6 foot tall, like 4 or 5 foot wide portrait floating in the air.
Okay.
What are you doing, Zune?
Consequences of my own actions. Okay. All right. No, this is fine.
Fine.
This will be okay.
Of course.
I really want to hop in the picture for her, but that would end up with the cat coming with me. Wouldn't help anything. Right. I mean, and she looks like she is beyond reason, right? Beyond bargaining with.
Who? The goddess?
She looks alpha super pissed.
She looks very upset that the creature is in her presence when she told you to put it away.
All right, fuck it. How far away is she?
She'd be at the top of the stairs. If you guys are at the bottom of the stairs, it's probably about 60 feet.
60 feet away? All right.
Yeah.
Well, then... She probably has all of her. I choose to not accept that damage on her. Alright. Have to be reasonable.
What are you gonna do?
I am going to... Okay, I'm gonna put it up to a vote. Should I try to reason with her and put the kitty away?
What is happening? What is happening right now? It's too late to regret your actions.
I know.
You
Damn
need to do something now.
All right. Tindalos, what's the plan?
You ask it what the plan is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would like to hold my action, of which I would like to cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
For when that big nasty monster gets near me. For basically, if she or that big nasty monster try to attack me or the rest of us.
Okay.
I know Velree's already been attacked. I am aware, but just...
That's fair. Okay. Begin to beginning to kind of warm up for getting the lute strummed a little bit, trying to get the necessary incantation, the lyrics right for the sunbeam. As you feel it begin to kind of like the heat begin to well up in your nether region, since apparently that's where it comes from, as we established in the last episode. So as you begin to feel the burning sensation in your crotch, that is not a venereal disease. We will move on, or normally we would move on, except for it is time for legendary actions. And the Sculptor is going to spend 2 of her legendary actions. She's going to spend 2 actions to cast the Beguiling Gaze. And she is going to target... Let's roll a d4 here, since there's 4 of you left. Zune! Zune, I need you to make a...
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Alright,
I would
like to
have
give...
advantage, since you are an elf.
And I'm going to give myself Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So, roll with advantage. Why isn't it? Okay, let me get out of this and get back in to everything, because you've been very nice to me today, all days. One night I get to play. Why are you doing this? All right, try that again with advantage. Roll. Never mind. All right. +3. I'm going to do this manually.
Okay.
So 1 + 3 is 19 + 3, which is a 22.
Okay.
And then we'll do this one. That is a fail. So 22 plus... bonus action. All right. And that'll be 1d12 on top of that.
Rolled high.
23 plus 4.
So 27.
Oh, 22 plus 4. I'm sorry, 26.
22 plus 4. 26. That's gonna pass soon. You do not fall under her bizarre gaze.
My counter
the thrum is there, but you do not succumb soon. You do not become the thrall of the Sculptor. And then it is going to be Zune. You spotted this person. It is going to be the Weaver. They are the 3 handmaids, personal handmaids. What would you know of the Sculptor? Looks like a female elf in what appears to be like almost like a cloak made completely of shadow. Kind of approaches the 2nd floor. Looks down upon all of you. Has that kind of like that like pale Shadar-kai kind of look to her. She is going to... Wasn't there someone on the stairs? I think there was, wasn't there? What, one of you on the stairs?
Velree, who's in a painting now.
Velree's in a painting. She doesn't count.
I thought Razire.
Yeah, I believe Razire was...
No, he wasn't, but his guardian or whatever it was.
Oh, that would have expired by now.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, Velree was chasing too.
Okay, yeah, Velree's in a painting though. So, in that case, this individual is going to jump from the second floor to try to land at the base of the staircase with a 22 for the acrobatics check here. He's going to land easily. And she is going to target, let's see here. Rosier. You are the lucky individual.
So Sunbeam gets activated before or after?
You said if they were attacked, correct?
If they try to attack us.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, yeah, you could do it now. Because it looks like a spear like made of shadow appears in her hand, and she's trying to throw it at Rosier.
Let's play a game of fuck around, find out.
Oh. Okay then.
And I'm the one fucking around and finding out. Let's see. So
you cast Sunbeam.
All right.
Are you casting it at her?
I'd like to cast it at her goddess.
At the goddess.
No, that's stupid. She's just gonna block it. Yeah, I'll cast it at her.
At her. Okay. At the Weaver. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a dex save?
Con 19.
Con save. Well, also gets Constitution. Right. Doesn't get advantage though. However, rolls a 24.
Can I silvery barbs that?
Sure. I'll take the lower of the two. That is instead a natural 20 for a 26.
Ah, fuck. All right.
So,
let me see.
All
right,
she's going to pass this time.
That's fine, but going to throw advantage from silvery barbs onto Velree if I can. Can I do that while she's in the painting, or must I don't know the mechanics
she
of
is.
it.
You can't. You technically. She is not present, so no, not for her.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Who's next in initiative?
Just for future reference, if any, I know there's a lot of undead around, but they have disadvantage on this and Bill Sunbeam in general.
Yeah, this is not undead.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I didn't realize. All right. So okay, fine. All right. Cool. Then going ahead and Right. So going to throw advantage onto Trist.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and pulling up Sunbeam again. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, so failed save, she takes 68 on a successful save, takes half as much and isn't blinded. So she takes...
How much damage we talking?
29 damage halved, so... Right?
It'd be 14 halved. 14 damage. 14 radiant damage. And is not blinded.
Is not blinded.
The beam strikes through the Weaver. The the shadow-like material kind of dissipates for a moment before it reforms. She appears to be there's some singe marks along her shoulder soon. Apparently your coxmanship was a little off. And she is now going to throw her spears at Rosier. She gets to make 3 attacks.
And I don't know if this is important.
Yes.
It sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet in its sunlight. Okay, just making sure.
Oh, FYI. As soon as the spear, as soon as the light from the sunbeam emanates, is it emanate from you?
It's in a, let's see, flashes up from your hand, 60-foot long line, 5-foot wide.
Okay.
Within a line. So if there's anything behind her...
But afterwards, it just emanates from you, correct? So you will notice, Zune, as the beam passes near the gargantuan shadow-like creature, that the beam turns to nothingness as it is engulfed by the shadow, and the opposite happens to what you would expect, as whatever this creature is or made of is anathema to that kind of stuff. We shall continue. 3 spear attacks coming towards Rosier. They're being thrown.
Reaction real quick.
Yes.
To use one of my 4 shield master charges.
Okay.
To add 4 to my AC.
Okay. You don't have to do that until we know if it's going to hit, but yes.
Well, we're in a fight, and this lasts for a while, so... Or is it only for this round?
It's only for the round.
It's only for the round, man.
Well, you don't want to use it unless...
Let's wait and see if something hits.
You just see if it actually hits.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready. That's all I want you to... I'm ready.
Yes. The first one is going to be a 25.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
Then use it, yes.
And so does that, but that lasts for all these 3 attacks, right?
Yeah, it'll last for the rest of the attacks, yes.
All right, so that's a 27 with that on there.
Okay. As part of that reaction, you get to make a attack back towards them.
And they're within melee?
No, they're not within melee. It was thrown.
Well then, I'll use... I can use an attack spell, though, right?
You can.
All right, so I'll throw guiding bolt.
It has to be a
it has to be a ranged attack or a melee
to be a cantrip,
target.
Though I don't think it's a full spell, is it?
Oh, let's see. Dormant.
I don't remember. I don't think it's a full spell yet. It might be though, if you read it real fast.
Attack misses. Part of this, you may make either a weapon or a cantrip spell attack.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
So let's see. That's going to be then. Sacred Flame, 60 feet.
Sacred Flame, no problem.
Are they close enough?
Yes. Dex save?
3, yeah, it's let's see. The target must succeed on a dex save or take the damage.
Yeah, what's the save?
It is a dex save. Yeah. Spell 17, sorry.
17. Okay. Rolled a 15, yeah. So it's a fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. So that's going to be 3d8 according to this. Boom. Ooh, not too bad. 18.
18 damage. 18 radiant damage.
That boom. And then, all right, so you got 2 more coming.
Yep, 2 more coming. Your current AC is a 27, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dear Lord.
And I have no more reaction.
All right. The next one's a 20. And then a natural 1. So all 3 miss.
Yay. Yay.
No.
Is it soon to be Rosier's turn, or?
Almost,
huh?
There's one more individual. This one is hidden. This would be the dancer. The dancer is going to bonus action shadow jump from the top of the staircase, 30 feet, gets him to about the middle. And you see another almost Shatterkai looking individual. This one even more lithe than the other, wearing what looks almost like a ballerina, kind of like tutu and like the whole thing, as she very gracefully moves down, and instead of like a twirling ribbon, there is a spiked chain that she kind of twirls around herself. As she moves downward, she will attempt to ensnare Rogar with her spiked chain. So, Rogar, prepare yourself. It's going to be an 8 to hit Rogar.
That misses.
It's a miss.
I'm glad.
The second, it gets 3 attacks. The second one is going to be a 23.
That will hit.
23 is going to hit. All right. Rogar, you are going to suffer 14 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you get advantage on that. That's nice. 21.
Easily succeeds. You are not ensnared in any way. Third attack, Rogar.
All right.
17.
That misses.
Misses. No problem. I will also note that she's going to be 10 feet from you. She's not exactly
10 feet.
just right. I mean, you can easily cover the distance, but
sure.
She has a 10-foot
far
range.
away.
Yeah.
Not melee. Yeah.
All right, and that's going to be it for her. That will bring me to Resire.
All right. So they've already tried something.
Yes, 2 of these lithe elven figures have moved down. The one that attacked you is somewhat wounded by yourself and Zune. There's also this gargantuan shadow creature.
Right. And then the lady in charge.
Yes. Who appears to be... She's at the top of the stairs, 60 feet. She appears to be enveloped in a bone-like cage, as well as supported by her 8 stout-looking soldier zombie figures.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so... she's only 60 feet away?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate when I summon a celestial right next to her.
Okay.
Using a 6th level spell, which gives me a multi-attack of 3, and I'm going to summon a defender who has a radiant mace.
Okay.
So now I get to take those 3 attacks on her as a celestial appears right next to her.
You can try, but sure.
Sure. Okay. So it is the attack modifier. Okay, so it's a attack roll plus my spell modifier, so that's +4. All right, first, I'm just going to roll these 3d 20 here. Okay, all at once for 3 attacks. Make your life easy. Okay, so it's going to be a 15 and an 18 probably stand a chance.
Okay. What? So 15. What are all of them?
15, 18, and then there was a 7, so that's only going to be an 11.
An 11. All right. A 15 would be a glancing blow.
Okay.
However, it's not a glancing blow towards the sculptor. It's a glancing blow towards one of the many soldiers that get in the way of her being attacked. Sure,
that's fair. You know, they still got entangled with my boy here.
There we go.
All right, so you need a little damage on
yes,
some
please.
of those guys. I got you. It's going to be 1d10 plus 3 plus 6, so 1d10 plus 9. Not bad. That's going to be 13 on the 1.
All right. Is it radiant or is it just slashing?
It is radiant. Yeah, it's radiant. It's bludgeoning. It's a mace.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then damage on the other that we hit. Right? I hit it. Okay. Ooh, not as good. That's going to be 11.
11. We'll have that to 5 since one of them was a glancing blow.
There you go.
All right.
And then for Razire, he would also like to take his 30 feet of movement closer to this lady. He's just going to go.
You're going to move up. If you move up, you will be in the presence of the walker.
Is that the shadow thing?
That is the gigantic shadow creature. Yes.
Let me stop this.
I will also. I need to. Since you're the closest one, you can feel it. As you move to take a step, Razire, you feel a strange pressure emanating from the creature.
From the shadow?
Unusual. Is within you when you get within 30 feet, like you're right on the edge. A very unusual presence around the creature. Might even be the same thing that, consumed the sunbeam. There's some kind of field emanating from this gigantic creature.
Like a black hole sun, huh? All right, so maybe I'll only move 20 feet.
Towards it?
Yeah, I just kind of don't get right up next to it, maybe?
If you move forward at all, That's what I'm saying. Like, you're on the edge of the 30-foot radius of whatever's emanating off of it. So if you move up, you're going to be moving into its field.
Gotcha. Well, dang. Okay, I'm gonna hang tight right where I'm at for a minute, I reckon.
Okay. Do you want to retreat, or you want to just stay where you're at?
I'll stay at the edge.
Okay. All right, you stay at the edge.
Rezar does not back down from the shadows. I'm not with the goddess on my side, eh?
All right.
No.
That will bring us
Curse
to,
the darkness.
Tristan Varel.
A lot is happening. Is it possible for me to get within 60 feet and do Cone of Cold and not hit a party member?
Who
are
you
tight?
going to be aiming at?
I would aim it towards the blob of people. The 8.
Talking about towards the goddess?
Yeah.
And her retinue?
Yeah, the bodyguards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that who you want to aim at?
Sure.
Then yeah, no problem.
Right. You can aim at me or Cone of Cold, bro, anytime you want.
Yeah, I don't know who else is in the way. I don't know what.
Now like at the base of the stairs, you have the walker who consumes a vast amount of space.
Yes.
Which you could easily probably hit the walker too. No, I mean it's gigantic. You also have Rezire's celestial warrior that he summoned next to the sculptor and her wardens. Then you have 2 of the 3, you haven't seen the third yet, of the handmaids of the sculptor. Right now you have the weaver and the dancer that are currently down low. They're on the ground outside of the special field that you'll find out more for now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this walker.
Yes.
I feel like I should hyper focus on that.
Okay.
What is it made out of? Is it just shadow or?
You know what, Trist? Make me an Arcana check. Pretty good at that.
That's a 12.
A 12. You've never seen anything like this before.
Damn.
It appears to be made of. Does it?
I want to know. Yeah, because I did silvery barbs and
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do. You have advantage.
I rolled with disadvantage. Let me see. Do you want me to roll one more time?
What would be 11 plus 10 would be a 21 if you wanted to just take the.
I'll take that too. Yeah.
21. With a 21, you could tell that this creature is not actually made of shadow like it seems. It appears to be made out of the equivalent of negativity. It is, and Trist, you've studied many planes of existence. This comes from a darkness that is anathema to all existence. It goes past the shadow realm into a darkness that borders on just complete chaos and death, and even further than the realm you currently reside in. It's also often called the negative plane. It is a shadow beyond shadow. And this is one of the few entities that have ever crossed the barrier. It is spoken of in legendary terms when it comes to if any of them ever appear in the material. This would be like an end-game life as we know it situation. Yes. So it is not made of anything natural.
You said a whole lot of stuff. That sounds scary. I'm gonna switch things up. I've never used this spell yet.
Okay.
I am going to look at this monstrosity of a creature.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt to break reality.
Reality break.
All right. 8th
Okay.
level spell.
Yes, it is. What is the DC?
It is wisdom of
That's a
18.
good one. That is a good one. All right, let's see if it can make it. I don't think it can. The Night Walker rolls a 10. It fails.
All right. It cannot take reactions until the spell ends, and then I need you to roll a d10.
A d10.
Oh, at the start of each of its turns, it rolls a d10.
Okay, yeah. So when its turn comes up, it rolls a d10.
Yes.
Understood. All right. Trist looks up at the creature, begins to weave some intricate incantation. As you let loose with your spell, reality begins to shimmer and shake around the creature, and we'll see what happens to it on its turn. That will bring me now to Lady Velree and her portrait. Lady Velree is currently falling through an infinite void. So, you get to make me another wisdom saving throw, Velree.
Oh boy. I guess that like that guy we saw in that one painting.
Extremely like that guy you saw.
18. That's not bad for me.
An 18 is not bad. An 18 will succeed, which means you will take half damage.
Okay.
What would have been 20 points of psychic damage is reduced to 10. As Velree is able to come with some grips as to what's happening to her. And that's all you get to do until you are free of the portrait in some way.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I'm going to be like, curse you soon.
as you are falling into an infinite void. Every turn you spend in the portrait, I roll extra dice for damage. FYI.
I'll be your champion, goddess.
If you call out, we might have something going on. You never know. All right, that's going to be the end of Velree's turn. That'll bring me to the Rogar.
Did reality break do any damage?
Does it do damage?
Not till its turn.
Not till its turn. Okay.
Oh, not till its turn. Okay. Let's see.
Right now it's just quivering.
I've got a elf person attacking me.
You do. Technically you're not engaged though. It's 10 feet.
Yeah. I'd like to rage.
All right, we're raging.
Raging. I would like to. I will give my inspiration to. Oh, I can't give it to Velree. I can't see her.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess
she does not exist right now.
I will give it to who is weak wisdom here. Zune, what's your wisdom?
It's 3.
What's yours, Tris? Yours is probably high.
I think
saves.
The only people that are bad are you and Velree.
Yeah, my wisdom save is high, but my wisdom score is not.
Okay. I'll give it to Zune. So she'll get the +2 for the attacks and such. And then I guess since Velree's not here, I will give it to Resire. He probably makes more spell attacks than Triss does. So yeah. And they can't be feared. And then I will charge and attack the elf lady.
Okay. You're going to charge and attack the dancer.
Yes, the dancer.
Go ahead and give me some attack rolls.
Well, go ahead and go on reckless. I'm going to use. Not going to use Great Weapon Master first time. We're gonna test her out, feel her out. 29.
Pitiful. Do you see what you would have had?
I know. It would have been 24.
I mean, it hits. It obviously hits.
Okay. So she'll take 15 plus 4, so 19.
19 slashing damage. A slash as you charge forward, slicing into her. She kind of pirouettes as best she can, but go ahead and make your second attack.
All right. This time we'll do Great Web Master.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst could happen? I can roll a 9. And that'd be 15.
15. He's a glancing blow.
Ah. All right. Well, so she'll take 10, 14, 24, then halved. So 14.
12. 14.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12.
12, yeah. 12 points of slashing damage. Too bad you didn't do that the first time. As you slash into her twice. Slash! In your rage, there is like long trails of blood that kind of like slice across her flesh. She appears to be humanoid, at least.
Okay, so living, at least?
Yes, in some capacity.
Something, yeah.
Is that going to be it, Rogar?
Okay. Does she look like a high elf? Question mark?
No.
Does she look like a drow? Or?
Looks like a shattered Kai, like the pale, like devoid of all light situation. Yeah.
Okay. That's my turn. That's all I can do.
All right. At the end of Rogar's turn, for her last legendary action, the Sculptor is going to use her touch. The Sculptor's touch. A skeletal hand is going to reach out and try to grasp Rogar. All right, I have to make a attack roll with advantage since he went reckless. So that is going to be a 24.
Hits.
All right, Rogar, you take
anything above a 19.
You take no damage, Rogar.
Why?
Because your body begins to calcify.
Oh no.
And at the end of your next turn, you'll need to make a Constitution saving throw or become a living statue.
Oh no! That would be bad.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
All right. And that is the end of Rogar's turn, which it is now going to be the Walker's turn. So I have to roll a d10, Trist.
Roll a d10, please.
A 3.
All right. Rending Rift. The target has to make a dex saving throw, taking 8d12 force damage on a fail or half as much on a success.
Ooh, okay. All right. Dex save.
I'm sorry, did you say 8d12?
Yes.
Yeah, dex save.
Oh my God.
That is going to be a 11. So that's going to fail.
Fails. All right. 8d12. Coming up.
And this is one of the only damage types it does not have resistance to. So,
60.
60 points of force damage. Just begin to ravage into the creature. Is it still affected by the spell from here on?
It can make a wisdom save at the end of its turns to try to break out of it. It's a concentration, so it just keeps happening.
Okay, so is its movement affected anyway right now?
All it says is that it can't take reactions.
It just can't take reactions? Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, in that case, creature, as this kind of like, as reality begins to warp and shift and this rift appears behind it, some of its essence is kind of like sucked away. The creature lunges forward. It appears to not feel, or at least care, that it is being like harmed in any way. And it is going to step forward. These massive, and you could feel like almost weight beneath the shadow, as if there's physicality to it. As it steps forward, let's see here, Rogar, both the Weaver and the Dancer, and Razire are going to be encompassed in the Annihilation Aura. And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 21. I need to make it for them as well. The Weaver passes. Ooh, this is going to be bad. I don't think she can pass. The Dancer fails.
And with that, then if I fail this, I failed this. So does that mean I drop my celestial?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
As it begins to step forward, the Annihilation Aura is going to deal 23 points of necrotic damage as it begins to eat into you.
So would that be 11 for me?
Do you have resistance?
Yeah, to necrotic.
Yeah, that would be 11 for you. All right. If you succeed, you don't take any. So she will take 23 points. The Dancer is not looking good as she begins to be encompassed by the Annihilation aura, and she looks like she's hurting quite badly. She kind of cries out, in spite of what Rogar did to her, where she wasn't somewhat phased. That's just from it walking forward. It is now going to. It's how evil do I need to be? Yeah. Okay. He's going to make 2 attacks. It's going to make 2 attacks. It is going to focus primarily on, since doing what it was summoned to do, it is going to focus on the thing with many tails that all of you are forgetting is here. It's going to make 2 attacks against it. I've got your AC right there. No resistances. Does have avoidance, though, if it passes any. That sucks. All right. It's going to use its enervating focus. It's going to be a natural 20. That's going to suck. So thing with many tails is going to take 60 points of necrotic damage from the first hit. Doesn't have resistance, does it? No. 60 points of necrotic damage. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Makes a 19. That's pretty damn good. That is going to fail. Okay. And then it is going to make a second attack. Race 26 to hit, which is going to hit for an additional 31 points of damage. Thing with many tails, the creature kind of looks at it, its many eyes beginning to line up as this like beam of strange negative light hits the shifting creature, and despite its shifting ethereal nature, it is struck and looks severely injured. That's going to be it for the walker's turn. That is going to bring me to the Soulmonger, the last of the handmaids. The Soulmonger is going to... Yeah. Okay. She is going to use her bonus action, Shadow Step, to teleport behind Tristan Varel. And she's going to stab him in the throat with her Shadow Dagger.
I would like to attempt, for my reaction, to Temporal Shunt.
The Temporal Shunt. Is it Dex?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? She has advantage, and she also is proficient in Wisdom.
Oh.
That
It's
is going
gotta
to
be
be a 26.
Oh!
You will notice that these creatures are also fey in nature, and this one in particular, as you begin to try to weave your magic around it at the last moment, you can tell that it has an innate resistance to magical effects.
Oh.
And as it bears down upon you, you feel the weight of ages. You are fortunately an elf, and this does not affect you. As if you were not an elf, you would begin to age while you were within 5 feet of its presence. But since you're an elf, you do not age. And it's going to make 2 attacks with its oppressing shadow dagger.
Yeah.
First attack, 14.
Oh,
misses.
miss. Oh my god.
This is Tris. There's one more. There's one more attack, you lucky bastard.
If it hits, I'm done.
An 18.
Oh!
That's going to hit.
Nothing I can do.
Yeah, because you already used your reaction to try to shunt her.
Yep.
You're going to take 15 piercing damage. And
you can stop. You can
21 necrotic damage. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. As you are stabbed in the throat, the first one you kind of like dodge to the side, the second one pierces through the flesh. What is your hit point maximum?
Hit point. Oh, hold please. I think it's 114. 114.
So she is going to, as she stabs into your throat and you fall backwards as you hit below 0.
Yeah.
He is going to gain 50. She's going to gain 57 temporary hit points.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. As Trist falls unconscious, breaking the reality binding spell on the creature, as he cannot concentrate on it while he is unconscious.
I want to go to sleep now.
As Trist is down for the count for now. And that's it for her turn. That's all she can do. Just kind of a one-trick pony. All right, that'll bring me to the thing with many tails. The thing with many tails is fucked up. However, at the beginning of its turn, it is going to... Oh yeah, I'm lucky that's not. Man, I could have used that. Son of a bitch! I forgot about it. I forgot it has the weave drinker. All right, its displacement goes back into effect as its tails begin to move and shift around it, and it is going to bonus action. No, it's not going to do the bonus action yet. It's instead going to use its multi-attack. It gets to make 3 attacks with its tails and 1 with its abyssal gaze. The tail attacks, it is going to target the dancer. So here comes an attack towards the dancer. That is going to be... What's the plus to this? Oh, it's going to hit. For... the first attack spears through the dancer's somewhat annihilated body. And she falls, ripped into several pieces by the many barbed kind of almost illusory tails coming off of this creature. It has 2 more attacks. The next 2 will go towards the... One will go towards the Weaver, and 1 will go towards Rogar. So towards the Weaver, that's going to be a hit for 16 plus 15, 16, 31. 31 points of piercing damage as it just slices into her as well. She looks pretty fucked up now. The next attack is going to go into Rogar at advantage. It's going to be a 26 to hit Rogar. Rogar, you are going to take 25 points of piercing damage that bypass your innate resistance because of its unusual nature. Sorry, Rogar. And then it's going to use its Abyssal Gaze on the Walker as it's lashing out at everything around it. I need to make a Wisdom save, which it's going to fail. There's no way it's going to pass this. It fails. All right. That is going to be... It's going to be 47 points. Does it have resistance? It does not. 47 points of psychic damage. Unfortunately, it's immune to any of the other effects. But it takes some damage as like the creature stares back at it. Then, as a bonus action, the thing with many tails is going to disengage, and it is going to run past the body of Tristan Varel and the Soulmonger as it begins to retreat from the current predicament it's in, leaving the rest of you to die. All right. And that's going to be it for the first round. All right. Woo! All right. Looking good. Looking good. Top of the second round. Trist is already unconscious. So he'll automatically fail. Yeah. A skeletal portrait forms above Tristan Varel, and his lifeless corpse is sucked into a frame of artwork. As you watch, as it looks like Tristan Varel, almost mimicking a position you found him in before, is hanging from meat hooks, somewhat dismembered, dangling in this portrait. That's going to be it for the for our little dandy right there. Okay. That will bring us to past the lair actions to the top of the actual round, which is the Sculptor. Sculptor gets all of her legendary actions back, and she's going to point once again at the thing with many tails. She cries out, "Stop that thing now!" She gives orders to her servants. She will... How many hit points does it have? Okay. As she screams out with an enhanced spell, there is no save. I wish Tristan Varel was here to hear what happens. Words of power echo as the creature with many tails just ceases to exist. It just scatters and then reforms in the loot as its essence drifts back into its cage soon. She casts a power word kill spell on the creature. That's it for her actions, though. That's all she can do. Which will bring me to Zoom. It is your turn, Zoom.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so Trista's down.
Tristan and
Rogar, are
Velree are
you
both
down?
in portraits.
Both in portraits.
Rogar's still up.
Rogar's
He's
still
bleeding
up.
more than he usually does. But he's still up.
You have Rogar, Rosier, and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with many tails has been scattered to the wind.
Mm-hmm.
There is a 20-foot tall shadow monster bearing down upon you.
Mm-hmm.
2 handmaids are still left standing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the sculptor herself at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Well, lesson learned. I want a mulligan, but I want to. I can't communicate with her. She's obviously pissed. Velree still might be okay. I don't see a point in continuing the fight, really. But let's see. I know I'm reaching here. Can I use persuasion?
To say what?
Oh.
What are you going to say first?
She seems...
And then we'll go from there.
First off, she seems fairly vain. And, really wants her champion. So let's backtrack. What led us to this predicament, aside from me? She said, put that away, and I strummed the lute. And then she started attacking. So, I'm going to take that. And, it's gonna be tough. This is gonna be so fucking hard. Basically try to chalk it up to a giant misunderstanding.
What are you gonna say, Zoom? You have to speak to her. You do see that as soon as the creature with many tails is kind of like put back in its cage, that she again begins to kind of like relax her shoulders a little bit, and she doesn't look quite as frightened as she did before.
Yeah. Well, everything happened really quickly. We just went through one round, which is like a few seconds.
It's like 10 seconds or so, call it.
Well, just kind of this feels like such bullshit, but whoa. What, hey, you wanted your champion? What's with this reaction? Okay, so just, I misunderstood.
Let's give me a deception check
really
soon.
Deception? Okay.
Oh, wait.
Deception.
She can't be lied to.
Oh, then not deception.
It's impossible. It's impossible to lie to her.
But it's a misunderstanding because I misunderstood how fucking powerful she was and how disadvantaged we were. I'm not telling her that I misunderstood what she was saying. Just this was a giant misunderstanding. Let's start over, friend.
I will allow a persuasion roll, flat roll.
Can I add my bardic inspiration to it?
Your
That
turn has not
allowed?
come up again, so I don't think you can.
Aren't we
Oh
at
wait,
the
no,
beginning of the round?
this is your turn. This is your turn. So yeah, you can.
Okay. So flat roll persuasion. Okay, well hang on. It's not letting me do it, so it's a d20 plus so an 11 plus 15, so that's 26 plus a d12 as fuck. Okay, so 26 plus 7, so 33, 34, I can't math.
It's pretty high. As you begin to kind of debase yourself,
your glory.
yes.
She's just so perfect. She's just
pauses, looking down at you, and she kind of holds up a hand.
I do kind of mean it.
She holds up her hand.
Oh God, she's about to kill me. She's gonna polymorph me.
She holds up her hand and says, she doesn't really say anything. She just kind of like holds up her hand, and you watch as all of the more threatening individuals, specifically the walker, takes a step back. But it's not technically her turn yet, so we'll see how this goes soon. Next would be the Weaver's turn. The Weaver is going to this is the one that it was being engulfed by the annihilation field. Is going to, well, actually she could have done this previously. I forgot she has Misty Escape. It doesn't matter. She is going to move up the stairs, just full on sprint, bonus action, sprint up the stairs close to her lady. It's going to be it for her turn. The dancer is currently dead. Which will bring me to Resire, which is going to determine a lot about what happens going forward. Resire, it's your turn.
Don't do it.
What would you like to do?
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it.
Resire.
Oh, sorry, Resire, one moment before you start.
Oh, no. What are you going to say?
The lady will use 2 of her legendary actions. If you look at your celestial friend and use her beguiling gaze, and I need your angel to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, geez, hold on.
Which it should be somewhat good at.
Yeah, give me just a second. I gotta find him here real quick. He do be having a stat block. Hold on.
Yeah, it does. It's a full creature. So.
Yeah. There it is. What was it again?
Charisma save.
Charisma save. All right, so that's just going to be a d20 plus 3. That's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
Your angel.
It's immune to being.
It can't be charmed or frightened.
Yeah, it can't be charmed or frightened.
Yeah, except for this isn't goddess, and that's an angel. And
I'm just saying, you said you gave advantage to someone else for a charm roll for it, so that's why
you're right.
I said
you're right.
Yeah, that's only why.
Rogar looking out for the little guy.
I guess technically it would be an emissary of a rival goddess.
Play it however you like.
Is it immune to charm? It says immune. Or resist. Immune.
It says immunities. Charmed.
Yeah, conditioned immunities.
In that case, Resire, you make the charisma saving.
20.
That's a fail, Resire. You are under the persuasion of Our Lady in Waiting.
Now you can make my guy do what you want, because I'll tell him to.
Yes. She's going to ask
Just
you
in
to
case you
dismiss your angel, Resire.
Let's see. Hold on.
You can choose to
drop concentration.
Yeah, you can just choose to.
So, well, I can't choose. I'm being told.
Yes, you're being told to do so. And so you're enraptured by her beguiling gaze.
It glances back at me in a what the fuck kind of moment as it dissipates.
Right.
There's now no celestial things.
It would technically now be your turn, Resire.
Mm-hmm.
During your turn, you're under her gaze. However, you do get to make another charisma saving throw now.
Okay.
To break free.
I'm not going to.
No, with a 10, you're not going to. So Resire is stuck in limbo right now. Tristan Burrell, we'll see what happens to you soon. Velree, we'll also see what happens to you soon. Rogar, would you like to do anything?
You said everyone's backed away?
The creature backed away, so you are no longer within its annihilation aura. It appears that everyone is retreating to their master's side.
Well, Robert will take a superior potion of healing.
Okay.
And he will hold his action in case something tries to attack him. Say in case something tries to attack him.
Okay.
His friends. He's gonna get involved.
What kind of? You have to declare the action though.
I will attack with my breath.
With your breath. Okay. The big breath or the little breath?
Probably the big breath.
Big breath. Okay. All right. As Rogar, you begin to kind of like charge it up. All right. The Soulmonger will use the Shadow Step to reappear on the second story, away from all of you. And will use her action to disappear. Which will bring me to the end of the round. Seems to be somewhat civil for now. At the top of the third round, I need... Well, actually, no, Rogar, you have to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn. The DC is 24, Rogar.
Oh! I need to roll a 13.
You're one of the few people that can probably make it.
I know. But whenever I need to roll a con save, I roll poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Pass.
29. Pass, no problem. You do not become stone. And since you passed, the effect begins to disperse from your body. However, now, Rogar, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. I'm not good at wisdom saving throws. Roll the natural 1. Appropriate.
Rogar, a skeletal frame appears around you, and you are sucked into a likewise painting. As Rogar is shunted into a different reality space.
What's my reality space look like?
Your reality space is one of infernal hell, as there's a diabolic creature stabbing a pitchfork into your body as you are quite literally on fire. And is the worst.
Can I release my breath in his face?
It looks like you are trying to, but as the breath comes from your mouth, it instantly is dispersed into water, gas, one might say, as it is too hot even for you.
Even for me? My breath's real cold, bro. You know, it's real
Let's just
cold.
say that this is a, what would we call this? This is a literal embodiment of hell for you.
All right.
All right. Which leaves us with Zune and Resire, technically. Resire under the spell of Our Lady in Waiting. She will use her action at this point to attempt to get rid of the Nightwalker, because she has to she's been concentrating on keeping this thing around. And if she loses concentration, it is loose upon everyone, and she has no control over it. She rolled very well. Thank God. Because it was about to get real bad. As she utilizes her somewhat divine abilities to reach out and compress the creature back down into its base parts. It kind of like claws and fights as it disperses back into just the base components that you guys had seen before. And the walker's is sent back to the negative. Well, perhaps now we can be more civil. She looks down at Zoom.
Absolutely. My lady.
I feel that a new deal should be struck.
I have nothing but time to listen.
She looks you over, Zoom. First, I want a new champion. I need a replacement for Sin. You see, you took from me, now you will give.
Velree was seriously considering it before our misunderstanding.
Will be my champion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Well, blink twice. Kayla, if you did. Damn it. What other option is there?
There are many options.
Any that result in all of us leaving here alive to the realm we just came from? Oh, okay. Let's explore those options if possible. Any that involve the handmaids and our friend Yarla?
Maybe one.
Okay. Seems fair.
You see, that was my first condition. My second condition is you.
Listening.
You. I want you.
In what matter? The physical sense? The emotional sense? I make a great companion. I can sing a little, dance a little.
I want you. Now. And forever.
If I agree to these terms, will there be any opportunities to take sabbaticals?
Oh, don't be under the wrong impression. I don't want you hanging around all the time. I just want you at my beck and
it's like that.
I mean, a true artist is hard to come by. As she smiles, a very shark-like grin.
To be honest, I have to say I admire your style.
You haven't seen the half of it.
Frightening. I like it.
Do we have an agreement?
I think this is more than fair.
She snaps her fingers, and a almost like altar raises up out of the floor in front of you, made out of bone and skulls. Upon it is a flesh-bound book. It's open. there are names written in said book. Next to the book is a large serrated blade. Sign the book. You'll have your life for your own, but you will be mine ever after.
Go up to the book. Look at Resire, filled with hatred at the moment because he is charmed by her.
He's in adulation of this woman. Currently, she has Resire walk up to her, kneel, and he is currently like massaging her feet.
No self-respect, but I can't blame him. This weird situation. All right, do I recognize any of the names in the book?
You in fact see the last name in this book was one Bartholomew Tate. Strangely enough, Zoom, this is the name of one of the founders of the Bardic College.
Oh.
Thousands of years ago.
Yeah. I'll be writing my name in that book.
Zoom.
I mean, there's really no other option.
Right.
His name.
Did it take place at a crossroads by chance?
Slices the hand with your own fingertip. Write your name into the book. It shuts. She smiles. She dismisses Resire to a picture frame plane of his own to contain him. The gallery floats around her palanquin that melts away as she disperses her honor guard as they are broken down into their base components, into just flesh and bone. As a large bed sprawls out at the top of the staircase with your companion's portraits facing it. And she motions for you to come.
Ah!
It's a
What
brown
do you do,
chicken,
Sam?
brown
Fuck
cow
it.
kind of moment here.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the lay of a lifetime.
Zune,
So.
you go. Is it hesitant? Is it with like pep in your step? Like, is this the weight of the world on your shoulders, or?
No. Inside, screaming. Outside, exuding confidence.
Confidence. Lots of confidence.
Yes, confidence.
Yes. I mean, you fucked a dragon. I mean, surely
The dragon. I mean,
goddess of the undead should not be a problem, right?
who can mold flesh.
No
what the
problem.
fuck?
Yes, exactly.
Got this.
Well, Zune, you partake in your current predicament with your party members watching on in each of their own personal hells.
I've been watched by weirder shit. It's fine.
and that is where we're going to take our first break.